Good morning, students. A warm welcome to class 11th. I'll teach you accountancy. So, first of all, accountancy is a completely new subject for you people. Till now, you have studied English, math, science, social science, etc. But you have not studied about the accountancy yet. First of all, we need to think that what is the requirement of the accountancy or what the accountancy is. Accountancy is a study, is a subject in which we learn the accounting. Accounting means how the things are to be accounted. So let's begin with the starting. In the earlier days, in the older days, there was no need of accounting because there was no transaction. Means you have studied about the barter system. In earlier days, the person was using the things whatever he was producing. After that, they started exchanging the things, but with the things only, and they have so many less number of transaction because they need not to record it because they can keep it in their memories. But the human memory is limited, so everything cannot be adjusted over there. And nowadays, if we see that there are so many transactions in the business, which is impossible for a businessman or a person to keep in mind. So that's why we need to record the transaction. So today, the first chapter is your Introduction to Accounting. Introduction to Accounting. First of all, what is accounting? When I'll send you the notes, you can find the definition of accounting over there, which is accounting is the art of. The first word to be noted is art of recording, comma, classifying, and summarizing. The economic information, or you can say the financial, the transactions. In a significant manner. In a significant manner and in terms of money. The transaction and events which are in part at least of a financial character. Financial character and interpreting the results thereof. Thereof means transaction. Students, you can see here, I have told you the definition and divided it in different parts. So, what is accounting? Accounting is an art. of recording, classifying and summarizing. Record, classify or summarize to what? To the transactions which are of financial character, either completely financial character or in part at least, in a significant manner and in terms of money. The first thing is to record, classify or to summarize the transactions which are of financial character in terms of money. And then the second part is to interpreting the results thereof. So you can easily learn the definition. Now we will explain these words one by one. First of all, art is a study where we know the things practically, and by the repeated actions we can get the expertise. So accounting is treated as art. Later on we'll also study that it is also treated as a science. So we would say that accounting is an art as well as science, because in science there are some specified rules which can be verified, and in accounting also we follow some rules which can be verified. So that's why accounting is known as art as well as science. Art of what? Recording. Recording हम किसको करेंगे? Our financial character को, and those transaction will be recorded in form of journal. So this is a complete new word for you people. Will record all the transactions in journal in form of journal entry. And what the journal entry is, we'll discuss later on. Then classifying. This journal entry is the complete base of your accountancy. So we'll discuss it later on. After recording all the transactions in journal, the second step will be classifying. Then we'll classify. Classifying means grouping. But grouping is not like that. 10 things is here and 10 is here. No, nothing. Classifying means grouping based on a specific character or feature. You'll take all the things in a group of the same feature, like all the transactions related to cash can be in a one group. All the transactions related to purchase can be in other group. So this is classification. When we make the grouping of transactions based on their features. So that grouping is generally in accountancy to be done in ledger. So again, the ledger is a new term for you. You'll keep these terms at a side. We'll discuss one by one. Ledger is the book where all the accounts, for example, for cash transaction, cash account, for purchase transaction, purchase account will be prepared. This account is A/C, which is known as short form of account. After preparing the ledger, or you can say after classifying, the third step will be summarizing, and in accountancy we summarize all the transactions in our trial balance. So again, this trial balance needs a classification. It needs a explanation, sorry, not classification, explanation, which will be taken later on. All the transactions, transaction means, just to keep in your mind, I'll write here a complete Hindi word, len den. So this transaction means len den. It means both the things are included. If a person is taking something, it means he is giving something or will give later on. So only to memorize, I'll write here लेन देन. Transactions का meaning होता है लेन देन, which include both the things. Something has been given by someone or something has been taken by someone. In a significant manner, as I explained you, this is the significant manner because transactions were to be recorded in form of journal entry, then they will be classified in form of ledger, then they will be summarized in form of trial balance. So this is the significant manner. Terms of money. All the transactions, here we are discussing financial character. Only those transactions will be recorded in the books which are of financial character. Either the whole transaction include the financially or a part of that transactions include some finance, some money. Only those transactions will be recorded. And finally, after this process, we'll interpret the results. For that purpose, with the help of trial balance, we prepare trading account. I know students, these terms are very new for you. Profit and loss account. I think you can understand the meaning of this. Any account which shows the profit, either the or the losses. And then balance sheet. This is a statement which will show you the balance of your accounts, or I should say assets and liabilities, but again I need to explain the assets and liabilities first. So finally I want to say that accounting is an art of recording, classifying and summarizing the transactions and events which are in part at least of a financial character in a significant manner and then interpreting the results thereof. So I think it is clear to all of you. It should be clear. If you have any problem, if you have any query, then contact me at my personal number. So come to the next point. Now we'll see functions of accounting. Functions of accounting. The first function of accounting is identifying the financial transactions. Number 2, recording in book of original entry. Number 3, classifying individual account. Number 4, prepare the summary, that is trial balance. And number 5, analyzing and interpreting to the outsider words. So students, here the first function of accounting is identifying the transactions of financial character. As I have just told you that only the transactions which are of financial character are to be recorded in the books of accounts. The transactions which are not of financial character. For example, if you are purchasing goods, purchasing goods worth rupees 10,000, you are selling goods rupees 15,000, you are paying salary, you are paying wages. All this includes some money. But if you say that your manager's illness, that doesn't include the money. It means if you are having or facing any loss because of illness of manager, that cannot be recorded. Or in fact, you can say any transactions that does not include the financial character will not be recorded. And the rest of the items are the same, which I have explained during the definition. That function of accounting is to record the transaction in form of journal, then to classify those transactions in different types of accounts. In ledger we prepare accounts, then with the help of ledger balances we prepare a summary, a statement which includes summary of all accounts, that is called trial balance. And finally, by preparing the trading, profit and loss account and balance sheet, we analyze the situation, that how much the profit business has earned and what are the assets. Assets means the something of a value which a business owned. Business के पास अपनी जो property है. And liability, the amount business has to pay to outsiders. So analyze करेंगे the assets and liabilities, and then finally interpreting the situation. This is the functions of accounting. Now come to the next, objectives of accounting. The functions or the meaning which you have studied is itself the objectives of accounting. But we'll write number 1, to keep complete records of financial transactions in the books of accounts. Number 2, to ascertain profits or loss. Just we have discussed that we record transaction, then classify, then prepare a trial balance in form of summary, and then finally analyze the situation. So with the help of accounting का objective है to ascertain the profits. Next है to ascertain the financial position. What is this financial position? Again, this is the position of your assets that I have told you. The properties are the things of value which a business owns, and liabilities. Liabilities are the amount which a business has to pay to the outsiders. Then the next objective is to provide useful accounting information to the users. Now you can think, who are the users? There are so many persons. The person who is supplying you the raw material, the person who is purchasing from your business, the person who is arranging finance for you people. There are government for imposing the tax, researchers, owners, management. All are the users of the accounting information. The fourth objective of accounting is to provide the useful accounting information to the users, and then to provide the information to management. We can include this point in the above also, because management is also one of the user. So we can replace this point with the last one. The last one is to prevent frauds. To prevent frauds. How you can prevent frauds by the accountancy or accounting? Because you regularly are recording the transactions and events, so that's why you can minimize the or prevent the frauds. This is the objectives of accounting.